Let's talk about organizational constraints in decision making. When decisions are slow, leaders often add a meeting, an approval step, or a better decision-making framework. And those steps may improve discussion while leaving the real constraint untouched. There's a practical answer to why decisions are slow. There's also more consequential question we can ask. Can your organization adapt on its own when reality changes? By the end of this video, you will understand the main organizational constraints on decision-making and how leaders can move sound judgment closer to the work. Organizational decisions constraints usually arise from missing context, unclear ownership, misaligned incentives, slow information flow, conflicting priorities, or decision rights located too far away from the work. This is a conventional answer, and it's a good starting point. It becomes strategically important when we examine where judgment, responsibility, and capability actually reside. A person cannot exercise sound judgment when the system gives them responsibility without context or context without authority. The executive issue is not simply whether the idea is understood, it's whether the organization can act on it when the situation becomes less forgiving. This is not diminishing individual skill. It distinguishes what a person can do from what the organization can produce under changing conditions. Aboard the submarine USS Santa Fe, Captain David Marquette moved his crew away from reflexive permission-seeking toward intent-based leadership. Instead of asking permission for every action, sailors started stating their intentions out loud instead. I intend to, followed by what it was they were about to do, then acting on it unless someone else in the group stopped them. That small change did more than just hand out authority. Saying the intention out loud meant to the rest of the crew that they could hear it too, and they could catch a problem before it was about to happen. The decision wasn't approved by one senior officer in private. It was affirmed by the pack out loud in real time, moving judgment out of one sailor's head and into the crew's shared awareness. Command didn't disappear. It just stopped being the only place judgment could happen. The result depends on the people and the operating system carrying the promise, not on the individual effort alone. The example is evidence of a mechanism worth examining. It's not proof that this one practice caused success in every decision. A decision should live where context and responsibility meet. Leadership reserves the decision that truly requires its authority and moves the rest towards the pack that understands the promise, the conditions, and the consequences. The pack is the smallest complete organizational capability system required to consistently fulfill a promise and adapt as reality changes. Before you can decide who should make a decision, you have to screen it first. Does this actually require something only leadership can supply? Does it require a unique authority or a cross-organizational context? Does it have real risk exposure? Or is it being escalated really out of habit? Most decisions that stall were never truly beyond the pack's authority. They just got treated as if it needed to be elevated before anyone actually checked. The mechanism is ordinary but demanding. Connect information, judgment, decisions, and operating support around the promise rather than optimizing each component individually. Sensing improves the quality of the context, and fusing connects that context with bounded ownership and the part of the pack affected by that decision. The real test arrives when context changes. If people must return to the original expert for every exception, the learning has not moved into the organization. If responsibility and judgment can remain close to the work, something more durable has started to develop. Better decisions do not begin with better meetings. They begin by reconnecting context, responsibility, and authority. For leaders, the evidence is in the decisions themselves. Who has the context and the authority to exercise judgment, and whether sound decisions remain possible when conditions change. In the next important decision that stalls, ask, does the person closest to the work have the context, the responsibility, and the authority needed to make it work well? The answer will reveal whether the constraint is the individual's judgment or the organizational conditions surrounding that decision. If you want to understand how well your organization distributes context, authority, and adaptive responsibility, take the assessment below. It will help you identify where decision capability is growing and where dependencies on senior interventions remain.